Say hello to my next project. This is a beautiful roll top Secretary Hutch. Here is the top of it. This goes on top of it. There's a mirror that goes right here. It's leaning over here. I just took it out so I could clean it with my Dixie Belle. White lightning. But here's the front. Let's see if I can get a good shot there. That's what the front looks like. And this is soon to be a liquor cabinet. And it's got a light up on top. So I am turning this into my liquor cabinet. It's got a nice little drawer right here. That's where I'll keep some of the supplies for the liquor mixers and napkins. Gonna do some paper in here or paint it just so it looks nice. Some pretty good shape. I think in here I'll be able to keep some napkins and some coasters, maybe little couple of crystal decanters in there with, I don't know, toothpicks, something cute for a bar mix. And I'm thinking of putting something on this, maybe a nice piece of cork, that thin cork, something maybe, or maybe just the gator hide. Really can't decide because I want this to be the mixing surface. I think that'd probably be best if I did gator hide on here. And some harlequins. I think harlequins would be really pretty in here. I'm gonna try to make this piece black and cream. It's gonna be checkered and harlequins and floral. It's gonna be a fun piece, very much inspired by the Sassy Chalker and MacKenzie Childs design, where she does a lot of checkered and a lot of harlequin. Those have always been my favorite. I love that. I think also what I'll do on the sides here is probably some stripes and then some stenciling over the stripes. And on the inside, I think since I've got easy access to it, probably some checkers or some harlequins in there. Who knows, maybe even the florals. This is just gonna be a complete, I don't know, experiment. That's what we'll call it. Worst case scenario, I paint over it and start over. So wish me luck. You know, I will note on this piece, I've just taken off the hardware, and usually I have a lot of repair to do. But on this particular piece, I have not been able to find any major repair. You know, there's a few nickies, like, I don't even know if you can see that right there, but that's not even gonna show once I get the paint on there. I mean, all the edges are sharp still. Oh, that's not even a nick. It's in really good shape. Right here looks like it was hit maybe by some paint or something, but by something like with paint on it, but it's still really sharp and not even dented. The only real issue I can find is maybe right here. I don't know if you can see that right there. So I'm gonna fill that and that with just a little bit of wood filler. And then I'll just come back and sand it. But I'll tell you, this was a really good piece. And that is the only damage I can see. Also in here, there was a little bit of damage. This light bulb, I might take it out because if you can see that, it has gotten really hot up there. And that needs to be filled in because that looks like it's burnt. I mean, that's like soot, if you look at that. So the light bulb is absolutely coming out. It is not going to be lit up there because I don't need someone putting in a light that's too powerful and burning their house down. So this right here is some paper they also, I don't know why. So I'll scrape that off, and underneath it, it's very clean, it's very smooth. I've already started scraping. I'm just going to fill that little soot hole there, take this out. So I just wanted to give you that update as far as doing any repairs on this piece. Okay, what I've done is I've penciled out my design. I kind of draw out my piece of furniture, and I indicate where I want gold or where I want color, you know, once I've decided on my color scheme. This right here is what I'm going to be using. It's the, what is it? The transfer. It's the Rose Botanicals from the IOD, which is the Iron Orchid Designs. Right here it's on black, but if you look on the back, you'll see the mini sheets that are in here. I'll get you up closer. You can see the beautiful, beautiful florals. It's just a beautiful botanical. And what you can do, the nice thing about these, because of the thin stems and stuff, you can cut this before you put it on. It's a transfer, so it's a rub-on, and you can arrange these any way you want. So you can make up your own floral design. But I happen to like the way it's advertised here on the black. And since this is going to be a black and cream piece, because I've got cream here and the black on this, and I've gone ahead, like I said, and sketched out my project, and I've kind of, this is the side where I want to have some stripes. This right here is my inside that we're looking at. You can see on my drawing here, I kind of just marked, you know, what I'm wanting, that these are the doors with glass and the mirrors behind. And then I've drawn out my little cubby. This is the back, the side of the cabinet. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Dixie Mud White, and I've gone ahead and got that light out of there. I'm just going to cut that cord, and now I can better see the damage. And I'm going to fill that all in with the Dixie Belle Mud, and I think I'll repair this little edge here with the Dixie Belle Mud, and also fill in the hardware holes on my drawer. Okay, as you can see here, I've gone ahead and primed my desk, and I've left the top with the natural wood. I've primed the inside so that I can put the black on there, but I'm going to also put a transfer on the top where the natural wood is. Also, I left the inside drawer all natural, and have primed the whole hutch, taping off the glass on one of the sides there. Taking a look here at these beautiful botanicals, what I'm going to do is cut out sections of this large botanical and add to it some of the smaller ones that you see here. Then I'll piece in the leaves on the sides, but this is what's going to go on top of the roll part of the roll top desk. We'll see how that works out with all those little slats. Okay, as you can see here, the transfer over the roll top desk, I went ahead and I changed my mind and painted it black, but the transfer did crack. So I'm going to bring in some paint and start the magic. I added some additional botanicals off to the side, and I started painting. And I painted in where all the little cracks were, and I've painted in with the flowers to cover up any broken areas that was caused by the roll top desk. Turned out beautiful. Inside here you can see I've used some decoupage paper with some harlequins in color, and it's amazing. I love the color. It turned out beautiful. Also, I put some stencils down on the base here, and I will cover that with gator hide. I used the gilding wax, and it turned out amazing. I'm going to move on now to the cabinet top, the hutch, and paint it black and start adding some accents around the top, and probably add some harlequins on here. I've decided not to stripe the sides. I've decided to make them a plaid. I'm going to tape this all off and start laying down my base coat for my plaid. Then I'm going to peel this off one at a time, and as I go along, you'll see that I'm going to highlight that with some gold as well. On the legs, I started with this color but changed my mind and went to the more rusted color. And I did harlequins on my drawer. I really like the way that turned out. So I've got gold on my trim. I went ahead and did some polka dots and then some dash marks along the top of the edge. And I think the combination of using all the gilding and the dashing of the black and white and the harlequins of the yellow and the black turned out beautiful. Okay, I just wanted to show you. Here we go. This is the plaid that I put on the side of the cabinet, and here's the front of it. There's a mirror that goes behind there. I have some glass little knobbies up on top that I have custom fit on there. And again, you can see the nice plaid over here. So this is going to get the shelves put back in there and a mirror, and it's just strictly black on the inside. But it goes on top of this. And that is all done. This is beautifully done on top. And then we've got some more decal and some harlequins over here, a little bit more harlequins there. And then the drawer, it's getting new hardware as well that will go on here. So this piece is just about finished, and I'll give you the final shot when it's all put together. So here it is all put together. I have it set up at a boutique and it looks absolutely amazing. Here's the market that I'm in. I'll just show you a little bit. It is the Mill Creek City Hall. It's a wonderful little area. It's got a splash pad, a roller skating rink, a climbing wall, and they're having a little market on the inside. It's the Makers Market, or the Craft Lake City. And there's my sign, The Obsessed Painter. And I've got my booth all set up with some vintage product and some of my furniture. As well, they let me do the vignette area. So I again set it up with some more of my furniture. I've had such a great time working on all of these pieces with you. And here's just a few sneak peeks at what's to come. Look forward to seeing you soon. Happy creating.